ward. So perhaps they don't want that to happen again. Now going in to the second, potentially last game of the day. Team Singapore only needs one more win to secure a bronze medal for themselves and Malaysia. They need this win if they want to continue their path to actually bringing home a medal for Malaysia.
As both of us here on the table are Malaysian casters, we can guarantee all of you that this is going to be Team Malaysia at full power. These are all their top comfort picks. Perhaps with the exception of Momo, but he's certainly no slouch on this Popol and Koopa as well. They want to make sure their dreams of making that third place medal are still alive.
Yeah, but look at this. Team Singapore and Malaysia, they're fighting at the mid lane. Chiku securing the Little Wonder. No, Reminiscent was able to secure that. Very good timing to actually anticipate the retribution coming in from Malaysia.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate for Team Malaysia, but a good start to Team Singapore. They want to stop Chiku from farming as much as possible. Down here in the EXP lane as well, this is to be expected. Formaze is going to have a lot of trouble laning against Seoul.
As of right now, we can definitely say that Team Singapore, they're winning all of the lanes. Looking at the HP here in mid, Sayla is definitely win this mid, and look at this Moon. He's caught out. He is going to be the first blood. Team Singapore, they jumped the gun. They're grabbing the first advantage of the game.
We instantly see the impact of being able to win your lane, because since they're forcing Formaze to stay in lane to push out the wave, Seoul can instantly rotate over to mid lane and catch Moon off guard. That is first blood going over. Reminiscent now even invading the enemy jungle to take camps away from Chiku.
Yeah, unfortunately, Team Malaysia right now, having the Roger, they do like to play a snowball-y kind of game. However, Zorn needs to set up for him. Team Singapore, they're grabbing a lot of advantage. But right now, actually, let's look at the bottom side of the map where the turtle just spawned. And Team Singapore, 3 members are here already. Chico alone, gotta be careful, don't get caught out.
The rest of the team is coming to back him up, but the Renaissance has a little counter retry combo. Chiku gonna get picked up by the Dawning Light, but invested just a little bit too far. And now Zorn dropping real low as well. Luckily, no more cooldowns on Team Singapore, but picking up Chiku there is going to be huge.
Yeah, right now, a 2-kill lead for Team Singapore. And again, we have to emphasize, they're winning all of the lanes. Right now, Sayla is looking very good, getting a good snipe off of that turtle attempt. Adamir up here going up against Momo looks very, very comfortable. And I really do feel like Team Singapore, they are controlling the tempo. They are dictating what Malaysia can and cannot do.
You can see that even Sayla now using the Dawning Light to help out his lane. Again, more focus on Adamir. They're going to be chunking out Momo to ensure that the Beatrix gets the best time possible. And because they were able to get a kill against Chiku earlier, Reminiscent is already 1 level up on the enemy Roger. A 1k net worth lead at this point. Not the ideal start Team Malaysia is looking for.
Look again at the difference here. Seoul and Formaze. Seoul, I would say, has a quarter lead up against his enemy EXP laner, especially since he has a kill and a assist on himself. JPL able to see out Zorn here. Zorn is level 4. However, it doesn't look like a situation where he can really set up anything for his team.
And Reminiscent just having a really comfortable time. There's no one on Team Malaysia right now that can threaten this Ballman, so he can freely walk into their jungle as long as he has a bit of backup as the guiding wind. Gonna pull Sayla to safety as well. Formaze making his first rotation of the game, but not working.
I feel like this is going to be the problem for Team Malaysia. This Matilda pick. Whenever anyone from Team Singapore looks like they overextended, she can pull them back with the guiding wind. So Team Singapore, they have a free flicker, I would say, every few seconds. And Team Malaysia, they really want to engage. So having that Matilda is going to be quite a problem.
Yeah, that's a good final pick, but a nice flicker. Jinkundo, Way of the Dragon sets up Reminiscent. Malaysia, so gonna get surrounded. Lethal counter finds Zorn instantly, and Seoul is already back up from bottom lane to help his team.
Looks like they had different ideas there, where Zorn committed to his own flicker to make sure that he catches someone from the side of Singapore. However, looking at Moon and Chiku, it kind of looked like they were not sure whether they do want to take that fight or not, just because it is the Battleland. It's very tanky. They're not sure whether they can get a kill or not.
Yeah, and because of that, Reminiscent going to just get further and further ahead. Another turtle going into the pockets of Team Singapore. They've already increased their net worth lead to around 3k, and Seoul nearly taking out Formaze despite being at half HP himself. Zorn finding the way of Dragon onto Adamir, but now they're the ones in trouble. Mystic Field going to find Momo, circling Eagle on the Bubble and Koopa as well, but not enough damage to finish the job.
Once again, Zorn managing to actually have a pretty good Way of the Dragon. However, his friends, his former athletes, is not there to actually dish out the damage. So right now, Team Malaysia, they gotta start talking. They need to communicate what they're really trying to do. Soul here going up against Chiku, Formis, as well as Moon trying to run away, but Soul is trying to get the kill. Moon actually secured that one for himself.
Ooh.
And the Dawning Light misses by a hair.
That was close. Honestly, Chiku was playing with fire there, nearly dying to Soul in the 1v1. Luckily, the Lycan pounds gave him the iframes he needed to come out on top of that one. So that's going to be finally Malaysia getting a chance to punish Soul here, but I don't think Team Singapore need to worry much about this. They are still notably ahead in terms of farm.
Yeah, right now Zorn using the Way of the Dragon, but JPL is able to get out from that sticky situation. Singapore right now, they really are controlling the map. But look at this, Formis to the side, going in, focusing on the backline. Real world manipulation has been open. Sailor running away from the fight, knowing that he has to stay alive. And then the kill onto Formis. Chiku taking a lot of damage. Reminiscent going back inside, trying to get a kill, and he manages to get Chiku. Zorn is extremely low, and Moon wants to fight, but he does not have mana. He got caught, immobilized there, going up against JPL and Sailor. There's nothing much that Moon can do, but Zorn, a beautiful ultimate kicking back into the turret. However, not enough damage, cannot commit anything to that kill.
Really well played by Team Singapore, just dancing around the players of Team Malaysia. Every single time it looks like they're going to be able to pick someone off, they are able to space themselves backwards. And Zayla, that was a beautiful Dawning Light, being able to pick him off. Momo now completely out of position, but is able to throw away his flicker for the tower, probably his life as well.
Yeah, killing spree giving over to Team Singapore, and looking at this, Zorn managing to get one member from the side of Team Singapore, but they are still alive. Formis trying to get a kill, and he managed to get a shutdown. However, he will sacrifice his own life, giving it over to Adamir. Moon has to be careful, as well as Chiku. They do not have enough damage to deal against 4 members. However, with the real world manipulation, look at the damage coming up from Sailor. Chiku barely makes it out alive.
Zayla is already outputting so much DPS on this area. I don't think even Team Malaysia is expecting the Dawning Light to be this painful, but they definitely have to respect it at this point. Every time, again, Team Malaysia trying to go for these aggressive plays, but Team Singapore, I think they're making a very good choice here. They know that Team Malaysia likes to fight, so every time they take any engagement, they just call the entire team over because they know that they will win the 5v5.
And right now we can definitely see how Malaysia is looking at the game. They're willing to sacrifice themselves to get something in return. Look at how Momo managing to get the mid lane turret, however sacrificing his own life, but he is the gold laner. Is that truly worth it? At this point, I'm not even sure.
Hard to say overall, but another turtle going over to Reminiscent. Now they're going to be focusing on the bottom lane. They want to gank Formaze, but they're going to run into Zorn there, so that might stop their plans. Formaze though overextended. Dawning Light finds him, instantly melts to JPL.
They have to put this into consideration, looking at all the damage they managed to get sold, so they're going to get another turret again. Team Malaysia focusing on the objectives, but look at that. Formaze seeing firsthand the amount of damage that Sailor, this Xavier, can put out. It's crazy. They have to be careful.
They really have to respect that. But right now, Team Malaysia, they're actually quite happy with trading off these bodies in order to get more and more objectives. Sure, they lose Formaze down bottom, but they get the entire lane of towers up top. And that's going to be a lot of gold being fed to Momo as well.
We just have to see whether that is enough. At the bottom side, has to be careful. Adamir is there, level 11, going up against Momo, level 10. Team Singapore, they have a clear advantage. Malaysia, they have to make sure that they avoid these fights. Yes, it's good to sacrifice bodies if you're able to get objectives, but if there's no objectives for you to secure, try to avoid getting caught out, because I feel like if they can even things out, then it could be a very good situation for them. Wherever Momo wants to go, Zorn has to be there just for the extra protection.
All things considered, though, they have actually done a good job of narrowing the net worth gap. They're now only about 2,000 gold behind, and that's not impossible to make up. Zorn going to be using the Way of the Dragon to keep JPL off of him. Certainly, Eagle comes out. They're going to be able to catch out Soul, force the flicker away, but the real manipulation being dropped down, not able to catch him out. Chiku jumps into the Lycan form, gonna try to go on Reminiscent, but the Cyclone Sweep makes it impossible to engage. Here comes Formaze from the mid lane, but he is taking way too much damage. Gotta respect the Xavier. Team Malaysia can't follow up.
Yeah, look at both of these teams. They both want to engage, but they are so afraid. Zorn is there going up against Adamir, managing to get the cat, and it looks like managing to get a kill, but Adamir over there died 1-1 and 2 score right now. And now Reminiscent trying to kill Chiku, but Chiku gets a double kill. Looking at the bottom side of the map, JPL is recovering HP, but Chiku is looking for the triple. Triple is going over to this Roger.
This is exactly how we expect Chiku to be able to play on this hero, but here comes Soul finally punishing him. I feel like the caster's curse is definitely at full power right now. But that is a pretty good play for Team Malaysia. Even if Chiku dies there, a triple kill is nothing to scoff at.
A 3-3-3 KDA, and Zorn is not finished. He wants to give over to Moon. However, Moon is the mage. Are you sure that's a good idea? And a triple Dawning Light. Look at the amount of damage Sayla just put out. Soul has virtually no HP, and he is gonna go down. And Zorn, that was an amazing kick. But are you sure you want to kick a fighter to a mage?
I do feel like there was a moment there where Moon was like, oh no, he's coming at me instead. But they were able to trade that out. So because of that, they were too low HP to contest the Lord. That's going over to Singapore. Formace, though, continuing his split push. This is going to be actually a little bit of damage done to the inhibitor tower.
Yeah, right now Formace only at level 11. He really needs to scale up first because we can see he's taking a lot of damage coming in from the side of Team Singapore. And Team Malaysia, finally they have got I would say they're controlling the map, even though Team Singapore, they did manage to get the Lord. Zorn over here just making sure he has information on everyone on the side of Team Singapore, and Singapore is going to engage onto Formace. The damage going on onto Momo. Momo is still alive, but looking at Moon over here, real world manipulation, focusing on Adamir. Adamir is going to get killed off by Chiku, and the Lord is still alive, but Chiku wants the kills. He got a first kill, and right now he's going for JPL as well as Sayla from behind. Soul is going to get taken down by Formace, and Chiku managing to get JPL right now. He is really feeling himself.
I think we are definitely getting the chance to demonstrate exactly why this Roger is Chiku's signature pick. He is so confident with it. He knows the limits of what he's capable of, and instantly Team Malaysia have now flipped the tables on Team Singapore. These small trades, throwing bodies for objectives, are finally now bearing fruit. They were able to clear the Lord. They got 2 kills, and now they want to push into the inhibitor tower.
And we can see how Zorn has initiated. He wants Reminiscent. Reminiscent able to get the kill back onto Zorn. A little bit too greedy by Malaysia's Roamer. However, I do have to say, in this game, we have 22 overall kills. Sayla has not died once.
Ooh, that Xavier is doing a very good job of positioning himself in these fights if he has not been caught. Considering that Zorn, he would definitely want to go onto the Xavier most of all. We can see now, though, Formace being targeted 1v4. He has reached the point where he is actually able to generate enough shield to 1v1 Soul. Dawning Light doing a lot of damage. Madison gonna be cutting off Moon, getting the kill, and they find Formace as well.
Yes, looking at that, Team Malaysia, they made quite a mistake. Moon was there really trying to help Formace out, but he was not aware that Team Singapore is going to flank around to the side. He has to be more aware of how the map is shaping around him, because they cannot afford this kind of mistakes, especially now it's 30 minutes. Sure, you can recover a little bit earlier, but when it comes to the 20-minute mark, you're going to take quite some time to come back to life.
What's important now is that Team Malaysia does need their team to be together to be able to fight against Team Singapore. There is hope there now because they do have a solid amount of damage. But as you highlighted, they cannot afford to allow themselves to get picked off. Map awareness at this stage of the game and self-control are the tickets that Team Malaysia need to be able to secure a game. They cannot afford to make mistakes anymore.
for both teams, Singapore as well as Malaysia, they need this level of clairvoyance where they have to anticipate where each engagement is going to come through. Zoran going behind. He manages to get Adamir. Adamir is going to get soloed out. Killing spree going over to Chiku. Sailor from behind is able to be taken down. A double kill going in for the Roger. But look at Singapore. Singapore manages to secure the Lord for themselves. Soul has to use his flicker. Forbase is on the right trying to get a kill, but triple kill going over to Chiku. Right now he has 8 total kills, and Forbase now he can actually tank this Dyra. But look at the mid lane. Team Malaysia, they are in position to actually close out the game. This is a wipeout. Team Malaysia, this is their game to win, and looks like we are going to a third game for this bronze medal.
Just like we mentioned before the match, neither of these teams are going down without a fight. Just because it is the third place match doesn't mean they're not going to be putting